What if Ekalavya's thumb sacrifice wasn't actually an act of devotion? And we've been ignoring the darker side of the story. Favoritism. Dronacharya had made a promise to Arjuna. He wanted Arjuna to become the greatest archer. Ekalavya was not just talented, he was a threat to that promise. Ekalavya had become extraordinary without royal training, without privilege, and without Dronacharya's help. His very existence challenged the place of the favorite student. And that is where favoritism begins to reveal itself. Favoritism is not always loud. It does not always look like open praise or obvious bias. Sometimes it looks like protecting one person's position at the cost of someone else's potential. That is what makes the story so uncomfortable. When Dronacharya asked for Ekalavya's thumb, he was not just asking for Guru Dakshina. He was removing a threat to Arjuna's greatness. That is what favoritism often does. It does not just lift the favorite, it quietly limits the person who might surpass them. And this does not happen only in epics. It happens in workplaces too. A manager may have a favorite employee, someone they mentor more, mention more, and protect more. And when another team member starts performing exceptionally well, the response is not always recognition. Sometimes the response is subtle exclusion, less visibility, less support, fewer opportunities. Not because they lack talent, but because their growth makes the favorite look less special. And that is the real damage of favoritism. It hurts the person being overlooked. And over time, it weakens the whole system. Because once leaders start protecting favorites instead of rewarding merit, trust begins to disappear. People stop believing hard work is enough. They start believing access matters more than ability. That is why Ekalavya's story still feels relevant. Favoritism does not always announce itself. Sometimes it hides behind authority, tradition, or loyalty, but the result is the same. Merit suffers, potential is cut down, and fairness becomes a myth. The Gita reminds us that true wisdom sees all with equal vision. Krishna says,
Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini sunichariva swapake cha panditaha samadarshinaha.
Meaning, true wisdom does not measure worth by status, position, or preference. It sees clearly. It sees equally. For any leader, the lesson is simple. Wisdom begins where favoritism ends. Because the moment leaders stop seeing people equally, merit begins to suffer. So let me ask you, have you ever been the Ekalavya of your team? Have you seen merit pay the price for protection? Tell me your story in the comments.